Welcome. We are about to start the webinar. We're delighted that you joined us today for this webinar featuring TradeStone's Adobe Plug-in for PLM. I'm Peter Blair, VP of Marketing, and I'm pleased to be joined by Christina Riccio, Director of Industry Consulting, who will be doing the demonstration for you today. And thank you all for attending. At TradeStone, we want you to be successful. Our community of users is something we take great pride in, and seeing you achieve great things is part of what drives us. This webinar is what we're hoping to be just the first in a series that we're rolling out for the second half of this year. We're stepping up our communication going forward, and we'll be letting you know about products, services, tips, tricks, and people you should know in the coming months. We're doing more around communicating with the whole community. Today we'll cover a lot in about 20 minutes, including the value of the Adobe Plug-in module, a live demonstration using an actual system. We'll also talk about next steps, and we'll do Q&A at the end. I'll now turn the presentation over to Christina, who will take you through the plugin.
Thank you, Peter, and good morning, everyone. At TradeStone, we're always looking for ways to simplify the process. For designers, that meant allowing them to begin the creative process directly in their native design tool, Adobe Illustrator. The Adobe Plug-in module extends the value of the TradeStone libraries by allowing users to access the colors, materials, trims, or components in the case of hardlines directly from within Adobe Illustrator. Using this information, users can update or finalize sketches and build out a bill of material. Additionally, users will gain efficiency and eliminate potential errors due to redundant work. So now let's jump over to the live demo and take a closer look. As a refresher, TradeStone provides a series of design libraries designed to help you develop and organize all of the key colors and materials and components that you're working with today. Prior to Adobe Illustrator, TradeStone had the My Stuff clipboard, which made it very easy for you to start to collaborate around all these core materials and colors and easily update tech packs by dragging and dropping them down. Now fast forward to the enhancements with our Adobe Plug-in tool. Within Adobe, the users can launch the TradeStone plugin to begin to have that same visibility from within the design tool. Users can search for existing styles that are already developed within TradeStone, or they can begin with a style that is new by opening that style from their computers. That's the example we're going to walk through today. Within this example, TradeStone users can begin to access all of the color libraries, the seasonal palettes that have been defined, as well as the material libraries from directly within Adobe. This can be used to update the sketches. In this example, updating, let's say, the color of the pocket, as well as beginning to define the key colorways for this particular style. So if I search for my woven bottom seasonal palette, I can now identify that this style is going to be available in the following colors. Additionally, the material library will allow me to search for key materials that are going to make up this particular product. So I will identify materials and trims that are going to be used by simply searching for the materials and trims that I would like to work with. As I start to add these different materials to the material window down below, this sets the stage for me to begin to populate a bill of material for the style. The bill of material panel gives me the ability to see the colorways I've selected, as well as define where I would like these materials and trims to appear on the bill of material. So for the case of primary fabric, I would like that to appear in the material section. I can specify the usage for that material or trim. So this particular cotton is going to apply to all parts. And for the trim or the buttons, I'm going to identify those in the trim section, and I'm going to use this particular trim at the center waistband. If I also want to duplicate a specific material or trim, I can use the copy button to add another where I potentially want to put additional buttons on, let's say, the pocket. Once I save this bill of material information, I can upload this sketch to TradeStone and provide specific metadata such as the style number, the season for the style, as well as a description for the style. And I can create new styles from scratch, or I can update existing styles based upon what part of the process I'm in today. And all of this information gets pushed real-time directly over to TradeStone. Now, if we switch gears and we take a look over at TradeStone, we'll be able to see the result of our changes by pulling up that style in our tech spec area. I now have visibility to the new style that I've created or the style that I've updated, reflecting all of the changes that were made, including all of the colorway information that was designated and bill of material details. Now, as with any of our modules, TradeStone is always looking to enhance these capabilities further. And so we already have some things identified in our roadmap as upcoming attractions. I'm excited to announce that in our next version of the Adobe plugin, users will not only be able to search colors and materials and components, but artwork as well. This new feature is also going to allow our users to create new artwork directly from within Adobe Illustrator, similar to how they create styles today, and push that new artwork into the library along with important details such as the colors used, artwork combos or variations, and other metadata. So with that highlight of our Adobe plugin tool, I'm going to jump back to Peter, who is going to take us through some of the questions that we've received.
Thanks, Christina. I know that's a sort of a quick overview, everyone, but it shows you the power of the plugin right there in the Adobe environment. You see how it's integrated with TradeStone back and forth, so it's less bouncing around and having to recreate things. We have a couple of questions. First question here, there's a couple questions around sort of cost and effort on the module. And the reality is that that's really specific to customers based on number of users and what you already have and those kinds of things. So for anyone who's interested to find out about pricing and implementation, if you take a look on the screen there, please contact either Chirag Patel or Mike Mitchell. These folks are the client executives who can answer any of these types of questions for you. All right. I have another question here around performance. Is the system really real time is the question. Yes, actually the integration is real time. What the demonstration that you saw that Christina was working on, that's a real implementation, a real instance of both Adobe, the plugin, and TradeStone. So that's obviously not PowerPoint. So you'll see our performance tests show impressive performance, and you saw it here in the demonstration. I have another question here. It says, can we specify color for thread on the sketches? I'll turn that over to Christina. If you'd like to answer that one, please.
Yes, the Adobe plugin is going to allow you to manage all of the different colors and material types within the bill of material. So thread, trim, packaging, labels, all of that can be defined in the bill of material plugin panel that I just shared. All right.
We've got another question here that says, does the color or material have to be approved before it can be accessed by the AI plugin, by the Adobe plugin? So Christina, is that something that you can tackle that one as well?
Sure, absolutely. Typically, designers would leverage trend colors and fabrics early in the process, and therefore color and material approvals may still be pending. We don't want the Adobe plugin to be restrictive in that manner, but we understand the importance of having those approvals. So within TradeStone, Tia, the TradeStone Intelligent Assistant, will be monitoring the status of colors and materials to ensure that the appropriate approvals would be obtained prior to finalizing the style. Otherwise, alerts will be generated.
Thank you. I've had a couple of questions come in here, right here just recently. Didn't come in, they come in at the very end. So let's take a look at what we've got here. So here's one. If I've already created a style in TradeStone, can I still leverage the AI plugin? So Christina, is that something that you could tackle?
Sure, absolutely. So as a reminder, you can begin new styles without ever going into TradeStone from Adobe and push those styles into a tech pack in TradeStone. But similarly, if there is a style or placeholder that you're working with, you can actually search for that in the plugin tool and download that style to begin to make your changes. All of the changes that you make with regard to colors, materials, the bill of material, all get pushed back into TradeStone real time.
Very good. Got another one here. If design updates a plugin, will it auto change colors on your overview page? Christina?
So as the styles are updated in the plugin, there is an upload button that you would press to replace the existing version in TradeStone. And then TradeStone also has some versioning capabilities so that you're able to go back and see older versions of those images as well. So it's not automatic as in real time when you make the change. TradeStone waits for, the plugin waits for you to finish, finalize your changes, and then push those up to TradeStone. So from that point in time, it would be real time.
Excellent. As a reminder, if you'd like more information about availability, those types of things, please contact Chirag or Mike. And we wanted to keep this quick and simple and make it easy for you. So thank you all for your time today. The webinar is now ended.